However, with your group, I cannot believe how the George stuff from a year ago went down. I cannot believe the response to it online. It's disgusting. It's sexist, man. And you and your friends' references and the way you talk about women behind the scenes has been so sexist too. Shame on you guys.
Alright guys, as you can see, Tommyinnit is angry. Tommyinnit is mad. He is furious at Dream, even. And a little bit more people, as I'm going to go through in this video. By the way, wearing the poop shirt, don't ask questions. Before I get into this, and before I get into all the details, I've been seeing a lot of people say and comment on, if you're employed, why do you care about this? And you probably don't know about this. To be honest, this is a wild thing. This is a very, this is so insanely stupid on what is happening right now. And it's very complicated in the eyes of which you're actually going to need to actually figure out what's happening and who's saying what. And to be honest, the whole thing is a he said, she said situation where no one's providing proof for anything. So for all we know, this is completely dog water and baloney is what I'm trying to say here. For all we know, this could be completely made up because there's no proof for anything. And there is some proof of which I'm going to describe in some of the video. And then once proof gets provided, everyone crashes out. Unironically crashes out. It's so strange. Let's just get into the details of what is happening. So basically, Tommyinnit goes mad. He goes crazy. He gets furious at Dream right now. And it didn't really start with Dream. Tommyinnit has been on a rampage. I don't know what exactly happened to Tommyinnit where he's like completely like, you're a bad person. I hate everyone. I don't care about no one. And then Quackity's just there chilling with a girl screaming at him. I don't really know. But this didn't start with Tommyinnit. Or this didn't start with Dream. My bad. It started with Misk. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm not that great with words. But basically, he's a streamer. And I guess they met for like 3.5 seconds. And Tommy went absolutely savage. Savage is such a weird word. I don't know why I said that. I guess it just fits the theme of the video since Tommyinnit's going mad and crazy on everyone. But they met for like 3 seconds, and Misk had to go along with it, saying, oh, wow, yeah, I hate this guy too. And then he went later said, I was joking. I don't really care about this dude because they didn't meet. Basically, Tommyinnit went on his podcast and was like, I hate this guy for no reason at all. Barely met him. I don't care for him. He's garbage. He's blah, blah, blah. Completely worthless information. That wasn't even like, it wasn't even like good. Like, what even was that, to be honest? And then they had it. Then he's like, "What the flippity flip?" Misk says, "Oh, you're the most terrible person I ever met." And then they was just really, really dumb in my opinion. Like, what even was the whole situation? They met for 2.5 seconds, and it was completely worthless. Oh, but Tommyinnit had more. He wasn't done. He wasn't completely done with Dream, or he didn't even start with Dream yet. And this is a whole timeline, guys. This is why this is so complicated. Because Tommyinnit went back to back to back, and there's a timeline. Misk, and then now XQC. Okay? So basically, XQC was responding about the Misk situation, saying everyone was cringe. He was very equal to Tommyinnit and Misk, saying they're both cringe, they're both weird, blah, 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 blah. He was completely equal. But no, Tommyinnit had to fire back and mention Trump. I'm going to quote this. To be more cringe than Tommyinnit is pretty hard. And then he puts Trump as a thing. And then, of course, XQC has to respond to it. He said, for doing streams in my basement to doing streams with the president, how is this a diss? You went from making jokes to teenage girls lock in. My wording is not wording. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know why, but words do not process. And then Tommyinnit said, no, yeah, you're right, actually, man. You are really cool. I don't understand what is happening. I don't even think this was the end of him dissing XQC. I'm pretty sure he went back and said something about like, oh, now that I get Trump involved, it's a whole ordeal. I don't know what's happening. Mid all this, so basically the reason why Tommyinnit went absolutely ham on Dream is because Dream made a post of which I'm not going to show you guys, but he made a post about saying the R word, and that's not okay. So And then also because Dream said he was never going to say it again, because I think he said it in the past, and then he said it again, and Tommyinnit was like, oh, and then Dream deleted the tweet, and then Boppity Boopy, it's haywire. Dream went on live stream for like 3 hours and started yapping about random stuff, being the evil villain. Oh my gosh, it's just a whole ordeal that I don't even know. And then Tommyinnit, or Dream, my bad, is leaking stuff. He is leaking messages, right? But that's what you need when you need evidence. Because otherwise there is no evidence. There is nothing here to do anything with if there's no leaking involved. Nothing's public. There's nothing here without leaking. That is the #1 way that you're going to get information that is 100% true. And then Tommyinnit made a whole video about that, what I showed you on the very beginning, like, Dream, this is not okay. He made a whole video about Dream being a bad guy with no evidence, no proof, no blah, blah, blah. Like I'm saying, this is a he said, she said situation. You're going to believe on who you want to believe, because it doesn't, like, there are so many wrong things with this. Tubbo went on live stream, and while Dream was, well, Tubbo went on live stream, and Dream was on live while Tubbo was live streaming. They were all connected, reacting to each other, and there's so many things happening at once. The brain's not meant for this much information, this much haywire. This is like solving a murder case, because there's no proof, and when there is proof, people get mad at the proof. I don't even know. And then finally, Dream made a video about pretty much saying, apologizing, and then the rest, it's only a 9-minute video, so like the first 30 seconds is apologizing, the rest is like, this is why Tommyinnit's wrong and why this is a misinformation. Now, that's a pretty good standpoint, if I had to be honest. It's way better than a 3-hour live stream about you yapping about a topic. And to be honest, I could be milking this Dream Tommyinnit situation if I would have done it sooner, but I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube. I'm just here doing my own thing. Yep. That's a lot of information in one go. And then I just have to say one thing. This isn't really necessarily involved in and whatever, but Tommyinnit went back to posting like he never did anything. Like he was like, here's my tour. Go to my tour, blah, blah. He did this right after. Now, you would think if you were a youngster, if you were like the age I am now, and you were being manipulated and being bullied by a bigger YouTuber and all that stuff, you would think that you wouldn't go right back to doing what you were doing, promoting your stuff right after getting all this drama hit, right after getting all this attention. That's why I kind of think this whole thing is for attention. This whole thing, I think, is for views. It has to be. There's no way that this is remotely relevant to what they're doing now. There's literally an SMP member, I don't remember who won, I don't know if it was Clackety or someone, went on live stream for like 3 to 5 minutes, mentioned the drama for like 2 seconds, not even enough to have an opinion on what side they're on, and then immediately plugged their merch and left. That's honestly probably the smartest thing that anyone could have done in this whole situation. Because if you have the platform to maybe have information on an insanely big topic, and you don't mention the topic besides like 2 seconds, and then you plug your merch and leave, that's a win-win in their book. Now, my opinion on all this insane stuff is it's all for views. It's all for clout. No one really cares about it, to be honest. That's why everyone's making the joke of, if you're employed, I'm employed, what does this mean? Stuff like that. It's all just useless jibber jabber, and it gets views somehow. That's basically what this is. I would be very surprised if Penguin Zero or Moist Critical would even make a video on this, because this is just really dumb. But anyways, guys, hope that you did enjoy this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. But anyways, guys, peace out.